great, beautiful, blissful rising to all of my king, queen, gods, and goddesses. It is your boy Tarot with Waunstar. Got to break it down to all of my beautiful Virgos or cross watcher, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, and Venus, or anybody who watching. Salutation, shout out to you. Now, let's do a disclaimer. This is a general reading. Take it as it resonates. Now, if it resonates for you, make sure you hit that like, comment, subscribe, and share button. Now, not only that, I tried to be the best reader that I can for you, but let's go on and jump into this thing, shall we? Now, the title of this one is Virgo, you standing on business and no one can stop you. Again, you are standing on business and no one can stop you. Forgive me, Virgo, I'm trying to fix this. Now, it's just like how people trying to mess you up while you trying to be balanced, and people want to take you off your emotions. People want to probably make you lazy and mess up your physical shape and this, that, and the other. Virgo, you have started to stand on business across watching. Now, this can be you standing on your boundaries. This can be you making the choices and the right decisions that you need to take that jump or that leap of faith to continue push forward. However, whatever that you may be hindering, or whatever's hindering you or making you feel like you down or low vibrational or left without, you just got to understand that you are starting to make some clear decisions when it comes to thinking logically and seeing things how it is. Now, no offense, some of you may not like being around low vibrational energy. And what is that? Now, this can be controversial, so let me go on and do my disclaimer. Just as a general reading again, take it as it resonates. If it resonates for you, hit that like, comment, subscribe button. Now, I had to say it. But when it comes to this low vibrational people, you can be somebody who be negative. Now, for some of you, not for you to act like you bougie or anything, but some of you don't want to deal with people in a low vibrational state, or, you know, somebody who's not trying to make their life up to par. And you use your imagination on the people who you may interfere in them individuals, or it may be some other individual that's trying to get away from people. Like, you drink, okay, you smoke, okay, I don't want to be around it, because maybe some of you have overcame out of being in the let's be 1,000. Like, some of y'all done came out from being in the hood and now you don't want to go back to hood ways. And it's not saying you being bougie, and it's not saying nothing like that. It is saying, Virgo, you standing on business and you don't have time. You may feel like that's you going backwards, or you may be feeling like when you go to certain environments, if it's out of your comfort zone or anything like that, for one, your spiritual discernment is going off through the radar, through the roof, because you so empathic. So it puts you in situations where you may have to feel like you're in a protective state. That's why you standing on business. That means you being in your king or queen type of energy, and people around you may be trying to dictate and hinder you on what you need to do or how you will raise or stand up on. But now let's go on and get a little bit more. Let's get in prayer meditation right quick. Spirit guides and the universe, we thank you for everybody coming to the channel. Lead us, guide us, give us the blueprint and the understanding towards our highest good and highest expectations. Now, anybody wishing any ill will mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, or emotionally, what we're going to do, we're going to get that energy to the universe and never to the sender, okay? Ashe, amen, namaste, salah. Let's get on into this thing. Now, Virgo, some of y'all may have balanced out your throat chakra, or some it may be blocked for a few of you. Some of you may have to learn how to communicate to people, and it may be kind of hard and it may be difficult, because even though you standing on what you believe in, you putting your foot down, but you also got to do a give and take situation. And this is what we're going to focus on, is unconditional love, okay? Now, it helps you with gratitude, opening up your heart, because some of y'all may be closed-hearted, okay? Now, don't be cold. You're not like the icebox, but you know what I'm saying. Now, it helps you with empathy as well. Now, this does support your cardiorespiratory and immune systems, increases circulation in the chest, heart, and lungs. With fingers pointing upward, bring the heels of the hands together, keeping the pinky fingers and thumbs together. Spread the other fingers. Bring the hands in front of the heart. Relax the shoulders down and lengthen the spine. So what we're going to focus on right here is my heart blossoms with unconditional love. My heart blossoms with unconditional love. Now, again, shout out to my A1 Day 1. Shout out to the B2 Round 2s. If you new coming in, salute to you. Come on in, gather some of this information that Spirit has to give you. It's not I, because it's Spirit. Let Spirit gonna give you the information that you need to help yourself grow mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, and emotionally. Shout out to the mods, and shout out just for everybody coming in. Hit that like, comment, subscribe. Now, I am sensing it is the beginning of when it's gonna come to the spring equinox. It's coming in 19 more days. If you see this on the 1st, it should be here around March 20th, okay? Now, again, some of y'all about to spring forward. Some of you about about to take a leap of faith into the unknown. And Spirit want me to tell you right now, everything is going to plan out and be okay. You have went through your trials and tribulations. You have went through enough hard times in your life to see where you need to go on this new journey that's ahead of you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this thing. Let's breathe in positive energy, positive light. We let out all the negativity, and then we'll go directly into the reading. Okay, let's breathe in positive energy, positive light, full abundance to your highest good and understanding. Now hold it. And release out all the negativity, all the stress, all the worries, all the doubts, all the concerns, anything just not for you. We letting it go. Very good. Breathe in positive energy, positive light, full abundance to your highest good and understanding. Now hold it. And release out all the negativity, all the stress, all the concerns, all the doubts, all the worries, anything that is holding you back. We're letting it go as well. Last time, breathe in. My heart blossoms open with unconditional love. My heart blossoms opens with unconditional love. Hold it. And release out. My heart blossoms open with unconditional love. My heart blossoms openly with unconditional love. Ashe, ashe, amen. Namaste. Salah. Let's get into this thing. Now, Virgo, even though when you're standing on your grounds, I feel like some of you may be moving. Some of you may be getting ready to travel. I feel like right now you are no longer letting nobody hold you back on your dreams and desires. Now, for the majority of you, if you're in a relationship, I feel like right now y'all about to find a self-discovery and the purpose and the paths that you may be going on. And I feel like right now it may be a tug and pull situation in some of you in relationships where 1 minute you want it this way, next minute you want it that way. 1 minute this person want it this way, next minute that person want it that way. Y'all are starting to even out and balance the scales, and even more that you are going through these situations, you are starting to understand a person as well as standing on business, and people are starting to respect and understand that you are serious about whatever it is that entitlements to grow for majority of you. Okay, now Virgo, again, some clear thinking that's been coming in. Even though you've been releasing some heavy burdens that's around you, right? You may have been releasing about thinking about over analyzation. You may be thinking of ways to better yourself mentally, psychologically, and logically. You may be starting to see people and understand how to be around them, how to deal, how to tolerate. Now, not only that, even though you are releasing a lot of this, you are starting to love this new inspiration or this new thinking that you have within yourself, because it's bringing you emotional stability, it's bringing you emotional equality, it's bringing you emotional security, and it's also bringing you emotional growth. Okay, now Virgo, you are standing your ground, and the reason why you've been standing on your ground, because some of you may be feeling like you're getting tired of getting pushed over, and some of you may be understanding now as an individual how you come in this world. You know, people is going to agree to disagree, but you don't have to agree with everybody. Even though Virgo, you've been the outcast, some people are starting to understand, like, when they come to Virgo, they got to be on their A game or they got to stand on business. Now, I feel like some of your energy that may be around some of y'all Virgo, it may be to the point where people are intimidated when you come into a room. Like, when you go through a room, all eyes is going to be on you. Now, I feel like your aura or the presence that you carry, it even intimidates your partner, okay? Now, no matter what you have been through, like, you have been through a lot of cycles where things may have been one-sided. Not only that, you may have to go through a season of secrets and mysteries being concealed and open the Pandora's box. Some of you had to understand how to bottle up your emotions. Some of you had to learn how to balance out and ground yourself and be thinking logically. Like, you have went through a lot of things within this season, Virgo, of you now going to new fruit or a new harvest. Now, Virgo, you've been building on a whole new you as you've been going through a lot of different cycles. Now, not only the cycles, you are starting to understand yourself mentally, spiritually, and logically about staying subconsciously balanced. And the more you are staying subconsciously balanced, the more you are no longer pouring into things that is not beneficial for you. So that's when we came to the terminology of some of you may not want to be around drinkers. Some of you may not want to be around smokers. Some of you may be having that weakness within to fall back. Like me, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be honest with you. I was raised in poverty in the hood. Now, I'm not saying I'm at my best spot, so let me go on and address this now. I'm not saying I'm there. I'm just saying I'm just at a level where I know if I keep dealing with the same individuals that's not trying to help themselves become a better them, what logically gonna help me grow and evolve to build up if I don't have nobody inspiring me or motivating me as an individual to build up. Now, some of you may be feeling the same thing. So let's go ahead and get into this thing. All right, make sure y'all hit that like, comment, subscribe button. Again, I love every single one of you. Okay, let's get on into this thing. Spirit guides and the universe. What do we have for Virgos or cross watchers? Sun, moon, and rising, north node, and Venus. What is the current energy that we have? Ashe. Take it like that. Take it like that. Ashe, ashe, amen. All right, Virgo, cross watcher. Again, make sure y'all hit that like button now. Let's get on into this thing. What we got for you right now, we got the 10 of Wands basically being upright, clarified by the Ace of Wands basically being in reverse. So it is letting me know, like, you may have how the best way to say this? You are starting to build on making decisions and taking actions by how to get a lot of responsibility off majority of you, or some of you may be having a lot of weight on your shoulders where it's hard for you to take action in a decision that you need to be made. Now, strong fire energy, okay, starting this out. So it is letting me know that you may be very, very inspired, or you may be very, very in tuned into rebuilding. Not only rebuilding, you may be stuck in a rock in a hard spot for some of you, and some of you may be having a lack of motivation to push forward. Now, I am sensing that even though with this newness that's coming in, you may not be used to it. You building, you feel like it's a lot of responsibility, and I feel like if it was dealing with a relationship, you had to stand on this. Like, did you want to? No. Are you motivated to? No. Are you fearful of it? Yes, because Virgos don't like confrontation. Like, one thing about a Virgo either going to be all the way up here, or Virgo going to be all the way down here. Now, for Virgo balance, it's balanced because they tolerate it. And the thing about it, it's like a temperature gauge with a Virgo. Like, you can say one thing to a Virgo and Virgo be up here, but a Virgo may have to talk themselves down to be back here, or use the ventilation system by expressing or communicating out how they feel to get back to this point. But Virgo, I feel like right now, the reason why you standing on this, because the actions that you are not taking is stopping your spiritual voice within yourself. It's making you more having an attitude within yourself of being bitter with yourself, or bitter or with somebody that you want to start a new beginning with. Now, I am seeing it's something like this right now in a spiritual sense, that you may be dealing with a person. It's not creating peace right now. It's hard for you to build with something or to get aligned with the voyages that you need, because of the lack of motivation or the effort that you may have somebody around you, and you want some type of spiritual justice. Now, by me sitting up and looking at this, I feel like right now the changes that you are making is to become more balanced. You're becoming more aware about the journey that you need to take, and something's not bringing you peace within this cycle. Now, this can be a person, this can be you at a job, or this can be you mentally feeling like you got a lot of responsibilities when it comes to you trying to start something new. And I feel like, again, your bitterness is stopping your voice, because we got the queen and the king and the queen in the spiritual deck, and it's letting me know the voyages that you are taking is being blocked, because for one, some of you are not being balanced with understanding the lesson that you need to learn mentally, physically, and spiritually. Now, if you are starting to understand this, yes, it's a lot of responsibility and it's a lot of hard work, and yes, you may be feeling like things are still falling out of control, and this is somebody on a voyage that's trying to keep you mentally in your head, or it may be a lot of things triggering you spiritually for you to be aware and awaken to understand that empathically something is blocking you from seeing things the way that it is when it comes to some type of foundation or some type of security that you may be seeking. Now, it may be a chemistry or some type of spark or something that you may be compassionate about with somebody, but you are already feeling like you at your lowest wit. So if this is dealing with a relationship, you may be feeling like on a spiritual sense, because majority of y'all are high vibrational spiritual, right? So some of you may be sensing that the reason why you are no longer trying to put effort in a connection, because you have seen all the deities within yourself that you've been working on, and you may feel like things are not constantly changing, or you may be feeling like you are spiraling downhill on a spiritual level, and now you bitter about it, or somebody may be bitter and trying to keep the mass all on you for you spiraling out. Somebody's trying to make you feel like you out, left in the cold, this, that, and the other, and somebody's trying to keep you in some type of mental, spiritual warfare. Now, again, they trying to block your empathic ability. We'll figure out more why, because it's something about this foundation that you want that is not being established because you put in a lot of hard work. It was a lot of responsibility, and now when you feel like you at the lowest of your low right now, the spark that you feel for somebody, only thing that is doing it is it's not giving you enough time to see that something got to end, or somebody is not allowing this ending to take place, because what they are manifesting is control over you. So I feel like you went going through the challenges of knowing people trying to be secretive, knowing people trying to keep you in control, trying to take authority over you, or maybe you are feeling like now your pinnacles or somebody greed is taking in the way of the challenges of what you are trying to overcome with them, all because the arrogance, the stubbornness, and the pride that they have within not changing. Ashe, amen. Namaste. Now, I am sensing also as well. Now, Virgo, for you, I'm feeling like the outcome of what's going on, you are starting to heal. The more you heal and the more you elevate, the more you are starting to flow within yourself. But it's somebody that don't want you to ascend on your spiritual journey, because the knowledge that you carry is like a child receiving knowledge, okay? Now, some of you may be babies in spirituality, but the snakes represents knowledge to me. And it also represents, yes, somebody may be cunning and somebody may be trying to get into good graces with you to attack, or the spiritual attack, but you are being more aware that the divine is with you. Like, no matter what situation that you may have go through, your healing aspect is guiding you to understand, to seek the knowledge about the serpents and the snakes that's around you, from trying to make you, not make you to sin, but trying to keep you isolated in your own mental bubble. The changes that you are making going towards healing is all within yourself. So now, I'm not going to lie. I talked about this earlier in a reading. I don't talk about who, but I will say it like this. Now, I normally don't speak on this, but some of you may need to sage. Some of you may need to spiritually cleanse yourself up and down, all because like this energy of what's going on in this cycle is a lot of people with filthy energy. And I feel like this energy is rubbing off on you to create you to keep going in repetitious cycles. Yes. And you see how I called it out. I'm speaking how I talk. The 10 of Wands right here. Something's trying to give you a lot of burdens or some type of energy. Now, this was destroying your peace, but you don't understand though, even though you going through all of this and mentally, spiritually, you may be in a new path where things may be falling out of control, or you're in the unknown, not knowing what direction to take on this voyage. You may be feeling lost. You may be feeling bitter. You may be feeling like you falling apart and spiraling all within yourself, but the rewards is coming in the long run, because Spirit want me to tell you right now with the 9 of Pentacles right here, you are getting your rewards, your abundance, and some of you may be seeking independence because you may be tired of being in so much responsibility or so much agony dealing with something. You are starting to allow the world to end. The reason why is, even though this person or somebody around you may not want it to end, because again, Virgo, you probably giving them everything they want. You probably giving them the time when they want to, the money when they want to, the security when they want to, the comfortability when they want to. But Virgo, when you want it, it don't be reciprocated. Now, at first, it probably made some of y'all upset, but again, you starting to understand the lessons of the challenges that somebody ego pride is in the way, and that's just who they are. And now with the 7 of Swords basically being in reverse, it is letting me know you accepting this life challenges. You are completing a cycle as well, mentally, physically, and spiritually, all dealing with people who's trying to be deceitful and hide things, and like you went through a cycle, and you are starting to understand that the arrogance of somebody's not going to change, and you started to follow your intuition, and you were like, okay, Virgo starting to see, a cross watcher starting to see how they acting. Yeah, they want to control me. They want to use power and greed over all of this. You're like, you know what, Spirit, I'm starting to see things clearly. And even though I may make some type of poor choice, I am allowing things to be, and I'm starting to see things how it really is. Now, that's for some of you. Now, you are starting to see, let me go and do it like this. So Now, you are starting to see that even with the choices that you made a choice that the changes that you had to understand is how to humble yourself. Changes had you had to understand about how to follow intuition to get out of some type of emotional damage or some type of emotional weak point, okay? Now, you are no longer doing information or no longer trying to get research on this newness that you carry, because now you're starting to understand within yourself that you may have to do this on your own or a solo. You are starting to take efforts and you are starting to be motivated with this new type of energy to be more knowledgeable about the spiritual surroundings around you by understanding the lessons that you had to deal with in your past, or something repetitiously keep coming over and over and over. Now, I'm also sensing right now all these secrets and illusions. You may be hiding this from somebody that you may be around. Normally, I talk about somebody may be hiding this from you, but Virgo, I feel like right now, cross-watcher, you are hiding this information all because you want to get things right with yourself, and you don't know how to tell somebody that you want to let go, release, or this, that, and the other. And it may be somebody who really wanted to go forward with you, but they just maybe a tad bit little too late. But I feel like you are hiding this because you now somebody may be coming to chase you. But I feel like you are letting go toxicity. You are moving on from the pursuit, and you are walking away from something that you are no longer thinking about or no longer craving or desiring. I feel like right now you are replenishing your power, all because this challenge that you made about some type of commitment or something that you had to allow to be completed, about somebody being manipulative or some person that you may be close to broke promises. It created a tower moment. And when it created that tower moment, you realized then that you had to allow things to be to get yourself out of a profitable situation, but you are understanding that you got options. So even though during your challenges things may crumble, but you understand about you with different aspects of how to move forward. Now, not only that, I am sensing that you are starting to understand your value, and this person understand who you are as well. Now, you understood the lessons of, being more aware about not falling in situations by hoping and wishing and having faith in the others as you see things for how it is. But to close this out, Virgo, you understood a major lesson about a soulmate or some type of connection of deep love, and you are standing your ground, all because the cloudy judgments, illusions, distortments that a person has gave you with this connection, what it basically done, it made you feel like you was left out, abandoned, out in the cold, or made you feel like you've been played. So that's why majority of you are standing your ground. Now, with that basically being said, let's get a couple. Make sure y'all hit that like, comment, subscribe button. Let me get on up out of here. Now, the first one is, I am manifesting my ideal home in every way. I am manifesting my ideal home in every way. Ashe, amen. I follow my passions, which leads to prosperity. I follow my passions, which leads to prosperity. Ashe, amen. Namaste. And I attract more money than I need. I attract more money than I need. Ashe, amen, namaste. So with that basically being said, now if you want a personal reading, get at me, text me, we can make that happen. Let's get a little healing messages. Now, what are 3 ways Virgo need to heal? Virgo, some of you, since it's getting warm, you may need to see yourself in nature, baby, okay? That's very, very important, Ashe. Now, the more you start to see yourself in nature, now the more it can help you ground, especially by making promises to yourself. Some of you about to start to go through a transformation. Some of you may be getting ready to fast and go on a new spiritual journey. Spirit want me to say, when it comes to your challenges, don't be scared to surrender to flow. You're going to have to flow. Luck is on your side. Even though emotionally you may be going through some ripple effects of some past traumatic issues from childhood programming. Now, you are understanding more about you. And 2, when you go through something down in your life, make sure you seek the lesson. That's the most important thing. The more you seek the lessons about what you are manifesting and the value and importance that you are, the more you will start to understand, no matter what people say around you or do to you, how they operate, it won't affect you on an emotional level. So with that basically being said, now again, hit that like, comment, subscribe button. Want a personal, get at me. It's in the description box below. So peace, love, and light, love, and peace. I love you. God love you. The universe love you. Make sure you love who? Yourself. That's the most important thing on the channel. Ashe, amen. Namaste, baby. Yep.